What's up, guys? Mikey's back. Hey, I just dropped a new video on NVVE. All right, this is gonna be super important because this is kind of bouncing off of what I mean about the importance of after-hour pre-market structure, and then applied to how the daily is opening up. Okay, right. NVVE. If you didn't watch it, you need to go back and watch it. All right, there's an absorption candle right here and right here to me. Okay, very important that these get defended for me on the long side, and then to actually see how price action is being dealt with. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, again, guys, this is very hard to just look at this, especially if you missed the level 2 reads. Right, I don't use it anymore personally. Okay, and then it's gonna be difficult to even see. Right, stop trading blind. Wow, do yourself a favor. I did, and it's phenomenal. Okay, no longer have to guess. And I say that because it's so important, guys. If you're new to trading, or if you're trying to get out of a drawdown, if you're trying to find consistency, you know, stop the guessing. You know, learn something new, guys. I have a link down in the description to save you 50% off Bookmap. All right, TS1 is it's trash. No offense. I did it for a couple of days. There's just so much better tools than the actual Bookmap. Okay, you're paying $40 on TOS for a reason, right? You only need very limited data. You can't go back and review a lot of history on the charts. All right, and hey, you get what you pay for, right? Moving forward, if you guys kind of see the structure on this after hours and pre-market, okay, I break down volume. Volume is really important, and I like to try to find the average volume that's taking place, okay? So when things are starting to crank up, I immediately drew this out and just ran it straight across, okay? It's not like a guessing game where you kind of think what's going on. I want to see the average volume that took place in the morning, pre-market, and then I want to see what happens intraday when the bell opens, okay? Guys, two, super important, gotta draw your zones, okay? All right, if you're not drawing your zones, you don't know where things are trading. All right, there's different time frames, right? I got this from the 4-hour supply. This is daily supply. It's marked out. All right, how to practice discipline? Do this on every chart, no matter what, okay? And give yourself a little a breathing time to do it. All right, if you're getting into a play and you're just automatically hitting these buttons and you don't know what's going on, guys, you are chasing, you are trading even more blind, and then you're just FOMO trading. All right, and things pop up a little bit. You're like, oh yeah, and it dumps, and you're like, oh my god, price action is horrible. There's no follow through. No, you're just, hmm. Okay, cool. All right, it's important too, guys. Don't disregard the even the smallest breakdowns or the bounces that tried to happen. All right, it's important, right? Find out where some volume is coming on the sell side. Compare it to the book, right? And then also see where other breakdowns are happening with a little bit more volume, okay? And even you can even draw these mini ones. It's super important, right? And it's going to be up to you where you want to draw them and see how they are, right? And then I draw them out, and all of a sudden, the market's opening, and well, we run into daily supply immediately. All right, there's this little breakdown intraday zone that I drew. All right, this thing bounced, bounced over it, failed underneath it, got over it, failed. Okay, this is not something I'm making up. It's just a little quick boop boop, extend all the way to the right. All right, runs into this price action. So we got an intraday supply mixed with daily supply. Okay, and look what this thing does later. Boop. Okay, yeah. All right, then this gets abnormal volume. Price actioning is tightening up, and there's no more further follow through. Very scary. All right, and you might think this looks good, but let's go ahead and dive in. All right, this is your structure that happened in pre-market. Okay, now it's very important. I don't really see a lot of appetite for buying. I see a lot of controlled walkdowns. Okay, cool. The front runner on the offer side, right? Or offer runner. Okay, cool. All right, as this thing starts to develop and trade sideways, you kind of already see the games that they're already doing. Okay. Now, mind you, this is open now. Okay. There is a lot of market volume coming in, as you can see down here. I don't need to even look at my TOS chart or anything like that. I can tell that there's a lot of aggressive market buyers and market sellers. Okay, I know where I'm at the chart. That's also very important. Okay, this is that area that tried to break out and ran back into that daily supply right here. Okay, there's a lot of market buys coming through, at least in the beginning, and then look at it died off. Okay, look at there's no support on this. All right, this front runner bidder who's here, this would have been nice, pretty good ads right here, maybe right here potentially, right? You could have risked this 26. Okay, cool. All right, and then you would have got a few pennies, and then you probably would try to hold, and then you're like, oh well, it might bounce, and then boom, you get caught in this, right? So then your 26 average, yeah, you sell some in the 31s, cool, you made a few. I don't know how you're holding, or maybe you just dumped it all, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get another trade, and then you add right here, boom, and then you give your profits back anyways. All right, understand where you're trading and how the volume is utilized to get there, right? It's very important to see how this current order book, guys, is phenomenal. All right, this is why I don't even use my level 2 anymore. This is everything you need to know in depth. This is everything that you need to know in depth for that level 2 box, okay? And it's even better, right? I go over live examples early in the morning in my room. Every single morning we're up there, we're prepped, we're grinding, we're ready. We see price action prior, and we are executing every single day. It's phenomenal. We don't have to guess. All right, I show examples of level 2. You'd see these walls and you never see them on the level 2 box. Doesn't matter how deep of a level 2 you got, you're just not seeing it. Okay, it's important. All right, this stock eventually just downtrends and then fades. All right, I want to show you guys something. This is very cool. And maybe some of you guys will understand this, maybe some of you won't. All right, this is very important. If you are not understanding how this current order book is being used, okay, as you see, there are so much offers taking place on the current order book right now. All right, I don't know who talked about this name or potential, right? Maybe someone was saying, hey, I'm looking for a huge downtrend break. Well, okay, cool. All right, look what they did on the current order book. All right, they utilized these market buys and saw that there was a lot of buying coming in. They shoved all the liquidity down to here, 205K on the offer. It gets slammed through and price action starts to rip. Okay, it's very important. Very important, right? This might fly over a lot of people's heads, but it's cool. All right, there's no support supporting this, guys. Zero. Okay, and how do things break down faster or harder? We need some structure. We need a lower high, a potential lower high to generate a market, trap some longs, trap some shorts, whatever. People who rush, right? Oh, I'll short this, and they just keep getting blown. Now they got to cover. Now they got to cover. All right, they're just removing liquidity on the offer, removing it. Market buyers are removing liquidity on the offer, right? Removing liquidity on the offer, right? Boom. There goes your little 205 again, or 205K at 30 cents, whatever, right? As soon as this thing breaks out, guys, and then it pulls back. All right, look at your offer side again. It's stacked. Guys, there's no support. Wow. None. All right. So, up only moves. Be super mindful. Okay? Especially if you miss it. Right? If you're long and you're getting FOMO and you try to buy the first dip and you're holding and you're like, well, is it going to go? You add a little more and then boom. Rug pull. Haha. Gotcha. Super cool. And then look. All right. There's a front runner on here. All right, this guy got sold into, and it's very important. We need to see. Yeah, cool. All right, there's a front runner here, and eventually that thing was targeted. Okay, broke down. This is the end of the day right now. All right, yeah, we got a little bidder right here. It's cool. All right, very, very important, guys. I'm going to break down Hub C next. All right, much love, Mikey. Peace out.